There's a reason why wealth avoids some Capricorns even when they work harder than anyone else. And there's also a reason why a rare few Capricorns seem to break through at just the right moment, as if the universe placed a hidden map in their hands. That map begins with numbers. 6 of them. And they're not random. If you're hearing this right now, it means something in your frequency has shifted. It means you've reached the threshold where money is no longer just survival, it's awakening. Because before 2025 ends, the universe is placing 6 numbers in front of you. Not to tempt you, but to test you. To see if you're finally ready to stop settling for less and start commanding more. Each of these numbers is a vibration, a signal, a turning point. Not everyone will notice them. But Capricorn, if you ignore these numbers, you may delay your next chapter by years. And if you listen, really listen, and align your life with what they ask of you, you'll see the shift. In income, in clarity, in how the world values you. But most importantly, in how you value yourself. The final number in this sequence. It doesn't just open financial doors. It can alter your entire status. If you apply it with precision, it becomes a gateway to freedom, power, and a kind of peace that only aligned success can bring. But here and Apos, the truth. These numbers do nothing on their own. They only activate when the right Capricorn applies them with intention. So this is your moment. Stay until the end. Each number holds a mirror not just to your bank account, but to your habits, your boundaries, your vision, your legacy. And now, the first number is ready to speak. It doesn't come with luck. It comes with change. Comment if you already feel that something big is shifting inside you. This message found you for a reason. Part 1, 108, the frequency of sacred alignment. The first number appearing in your financial field is not one you'd find on a price tag, a receipt, or a random spreadsheet. It's 108, a sacred number that ancient mystics, mathematicians, and astrologers across cultures have recognized for thousands of years. But why is this number appearing for you, Capricorn, and why now? Because 108 is not a number that comes to those who are just beginning. It appears when a soul is ready to align structure with spirit and turn knowledge into transformation. And that is exactly what you, as a Capricorn, were born to do. Let's be clear. This is not about manifesting money through blind optimism or reckless faith. That's not your nature, and it's not the purpose of 108. This number activates when you're ready to create lasting wealth from a place of deep order. Not chaos, not luck, but universal precision. Think of this. There are 108 beads in a mala, used in spiritual traditions from Hinduism to Buddhism. There are 108 energy lines that converge at the heart chakra. The Earth is approximately 108 times the diameter of the Moon. It is a number of alignment, completion, and cosmic design. So when 108 shows up in your financial vibration, it means the universe is asking you a very specific question. Is your outer financial structure aligned with your inner truth? Because if it's not, no amount of hustle, strategy, or discipline will bring peace or prosperity. The abundance may come, but it won't stay. The 108 tells you it's time to build wealth from the inside out. It demands that your financial goals align with your soul goals. Because when your actions contradict your spirit, energy leaks. Money avoids confusion. And Capricorn, you know this more than most. You've seen what happens when you sacrifice your peace to chase a paycheck. You've felt the emptiness of success that isn't rooted in meaning. You've mastered discipline. Now it's time to master alignment. Here's the shift. If you've been chasing more, the 108 asks, what if more is actually less, but focused? If you've been exhausted, the 108 asks, what systems are you upholding that no longer support your vision? If you've been settling, it whispers, you didn't come here to survive. You came here to stabilize greatness. This number is a reset code. A call to recalibrate your finances around what actually matters to you. Not what your parents expected. Not what society measures. Not what your fears demand. But what your soul can sustain. Capricorn, 108 doesn't bring overnight miracles. It brings long-term mastery. It's the number that says, when your values and your systems align, your money will follow and it will respect you. Because energy respects alignment. What you do after this moment is crucial. This is not the time to add more noise. This is the time to simplify, clarify, and commit. 108 opens when you eliminate distractions, close the tabs in your mind, and refocus on building something that isn't just profitable but holy. Something that makes you proud when no one is watching. Something that feeds your soul while feeding your family. So today, Capricorn, begin a small but sacred ritual. Clean your workspace. Rewrite your financial intentions. Cancel one thing that drains you. Create one thing that grounds you. This is how the 108 activates. Not through wishing, but through structure guided by spirit. And when that alignment locks in, wealth doesn't just visit, it settles in. Comment if this number stirred something in you. Have you been feeling called to realign your financial life with something deeper? Let it be known that's how the shift begins. Life lesson from 108. True wealth isn't built by chasing every opportunity, but by choosing only the ones that are aligned with your deepest truth. Capricorn, the universe rewards clarity, not noise. If your finances feel unstable, don't just change your budget, change what you believe you're worthy of. 108 teaches us this. When your external world reflects your internal values, abundance becomes inevitable. Part 2, 56, the code of consistent wealth. Capricorn, once the number 108 calls you into sacred alignment, the next number arrives not to inspire you, but to test your consistency. That number is 56. And its message is clear. Abundance doesn't belong to those who dream. It belongs to those who repeat. The energy of 56 is about structure in motion. Not rigid control. Not chaotic effort. But a rhythm, a deliberate flow that you sustain even when no one is watching. Let's break it down. The 5 represents movement, change, adjustment, curiosity. It's dynamic. It challenges stagnation. It asks, are you flexible enough to grow? The 6 grounds that energy into responsibility, routine, balance, and service. It whispers, are you committed enough to finish what you started? Combined, they create a master pattern for sustainable wealth. And it's no coincidence that this number appears just as you begin to realign your finances. Because the truth is, alignment without repetition is just a fleeting spark. But alignment with rhythm becomes a fire that sustains itself. Here's the lesson of 56. You do not need to reinvent everything. You only need to refine your flow. Ask yourself, what small thing do you do well, but inconsistently? Is it saving? Showing up on time? Following through on promises? Tracking your numbers? Or simply giving your energy only to people who respect your value? Capricorn, you're ruled by Saturn, the planet of time. And time, when used with rhythm, becomes a wealth generator. Not loud, not glamorous, but dependable. The 56 brings wealth not through sudden miracles, but through habits that become non-negotiable. It's not the investment you make once. It's the decision you repeat every week. It's not the dramatic breakthrough. It's the quiet, daily action that compounds into results. Think of it this way. You could save $10 a week and end the year with $500. Or you could keep saying I'll start saving next month and end the year with nothing but guilt. Which one builds power? Which one respects your future self? 56 doesn't care about motivation. It only responds to momentum. It teaches that systems create safety. And when you feel safe, your mind becomes clear. And when your mind becomes clear, your decisions improve. And when your decisions improve, your income follows. So what's the practical activation of this number? Pick one financial habit and turn it into a weekly ritual. Set a date. Make it sacred. Don't miss it, not even once. It could be checking your accounts, sending one invoice, saving a percentage, or even reviewing your goals with full honesty. And remember this: discipline is not a punishment. For Capricorn, discipline is a form of devotion. The world may not reward you right away, but the universe, It notices consistency, and it multiplies what you protect. 56 also holds a warning. Don't confuse busyness with productivity. Just because you and Apos always moving doesn't mean you're moving in the right direction. That's why this number asks you to reflect. Where is your energy leaking through distractions that disguise themselves as important? Are you overcommitting out of guilt? Are you saying yes to projects that don't align with your legacy? Capricorn, when you simplify your rhythm and remove the noise, your real power awakens. You don't need more time. You need more repetition of the right action. And here's what's beautiful. The more consistent you are, the less effort is needed. Because what was once difficult becomes automatic. And automated mastery is financial security. So ask yourself now, what one habit, if practiced every week for the next 6 months, would change your entire financial reality? Write it down. Honor it. Begin it today. That's how you awaken the full frequency of 56. Comment if you already know the one habit you've been avoiding, the one that needs to become sacred. Let the universe see your intention. Life lesson from 56. Discipline without direction is exhausting. Direction without discipline is useless. But when you combine both, you become unstoppable. Capricorn, the world doesn't and Apos, need more impulsive success. It needs more grounded greatness, and you were born to embody that. Let your repetition become your revolution. Because money respects patterns. And patterns become powerful when they are rooted in who you truly are. Part 3, 74, the frequency of strategic power. Capricorn, if 56 showed you the power of rhythm, 74 reveals the power of momentum with direction. You've aligned your intentions. You've created the system. Now, the universe is asking, are you ready to be seen? The number 74 arrives when a Capricorn is no longer meant to hide in the background, but to step forward and own their power in a strategic way. It's a number of accelerated recognition, but only for those who are already grounded. And you've earned that. Let's look deeper. The 7 vibrates with introspection, wisdom, depth, and divine knowledge. It is the seeker, the inner visionary. It asks, what truth are you finally ready to act on? The 4 is the builder, practical, patient, loyal to form and structure. It asks, can your vision stand on a foundation strong enough to last? Together, 74 is the energy of visionary action with a grounded strategy. It's the number that says, it's not enough to know your value. You must now design how to express it clearly, boldly, and in alignment with your purpose. This is the number of networking with precision, pricing with confidence, and making decisions based on legacy, not fear. Capricorn, you are not meant to stay in humble silence forever. Your time of preparation is turning into a time of positioning. Here's how 74 shows up. You're invited to share an idea, but feel fear of judgment. You're offered a partnership, but hesitate to charge your full worth. You're noticed for your skills, but unsure if you're ready to lead. That hesitation is natural. But 74 demands clarity over comfort. It pushes you out of emotional passivity and into intelligent exposure. Let me be clear. 74 is not about loud self-promotion. It's about strategic presence. It's about knowing where to be seen, by whom, and why. Ask yourself, are you visible to the people who respect your work or only to those who drain your time? Are you charging based on your true value or still pricing from fear of rejection? Are you building your next level or repeating old roles out of habit? Capricorn, this number reminds you, power that isn't directed becomes weight. You're carrying more potential than you're expressing. And that imbalance, it's costing you money, opportunities, confidence. But here's the good news. 74 doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for a clear step toward your positioning. This could be updating your offer or rates, saying no to a client or project that no longer reflects your worth, attending an event or meeting that scares you because you're ready for the next room. The moment you take one intentional step toward higher positioning, the energy of 74 activates and fast. People respond. Doors open. and your income reflects the internal shift. But this number comes with a warning. Do not explain your strategy to those who don't understand your vision. Not everyone is meant to see your blueprint, and exposing your plans too early invites opinions that dilute your clarity. Move in silence. Build in strategy. Announce through results. The 74 also refines your alliance field. You may notice that certain people drift away as you rise, not because of conflict, but because their energy no longer aligns with your direction. And that's not loss, it's confirmation. True collaboration only begins when you stop apologizing for your standards. So, Capricorn, use this number to refine your brand even if you don't have a business. Clarify what you stand for and stop watering it down. Lead conversations with strategy, not emotion. The money that enters through 74 comes from clarity. The growth that follows, it comes from courage. Comment if you felt the urge lately to position yourself differently, to stop hiding your voice or undervaluing your work. This is your confirmation. Life lesson from 74. Capricorn, it's not enough to have potential. You must position it, protect it, and price it properly. Your value is not up for debate. And when you stop negotiating your worth, the world stops underpaying you. The 74 teaches us that wisdom without structure remains a dream. But when wisdom meets strategy, it becomes legacy. Part 4, 29, The Power of Inner Precision. Capricorn, you've now entered the part of your journey where strategy is no longer enough. The next number speaks to something deeper, something quieter, but even more powerful. That number is 29. And it arrives when you're ready to cut the noise. If 74 helped you step into a higher level of strategic visibility, 29 is the vibration that asks, are you clear enough on the inside to protect what you've built on the outside? Let's decode it. The 2 represents sensitivity, intuition, emotional intelligence. It brings connection, collaboration, listening, and inner reflection. The 9 is closure, wisdom, completion, and spiritual elevation. It ends cycles that no longer serve your evolution. Together, 29 is the energy of intuitive separation. Not all growth is about adding more. Sometimes, it's about removing what's misaligned before it becomes costly. This number arrives when you've accumulated enough experience to finally see what your soul has been trying to tell you all along. That not every opportunity is yours. That not every person deserves your energy. That not every yes leads to wealth. The 29 is not loud. It doesn't scream for attention. It whispers through tension, fatigue, subtle resistance. It shows up when something feels off, even if it looks good on paper. Capricorn, your intuition is more developed than you think. You've just learned to override it with logic, timelines, pressure, and duty. But now, the 29 is asking you to listen differently. This number appears when you're in a deal that drains your energy but you stay for politeness. You're tolerating a client, partner, or friend who no longer respects your growth. You're investing time or money into something that quietly misaligns with your truth. Here's the truth. 29 doesn't destroy. It refines. It doesn't call for dramatic exits or emotional decisions. It simply says, this is enough. You've seen enough. You've felt enough. You know enough. Now act accordingly. Because the longer you postpone what you already know, the more expensive the delay becomes. You don't need another sign. You are the sign. Here's what makes this number so powerful. When you honor your inner signals, even without full logic or proof, the universe rewards you instantly. Relief shows up. Clarity follows. New, better aligned doors appear. Not because you forced them, but because you made space. That's the key lesson of 29. Clarity creates space, and space creates wealth. Capricorn, you are someone who builds with care. You don't tear things down easily. You honor responsibility. But part of maturity is knowing that protecting your energy is also responsibility. So here's your activation. Say no without apology. Cancel one draining obligation. Remove one almost aligned offer. Unfollow what triggers self-doubt. Block energy leaks even if they come dressed as opportunities. The 29 also teaches this. If your nervous system feels calmer after releasing something, that's your answer. You don't need everyone to understand. You only need to honor your evolution. And sometimes, your biggest financial upgrade comes from finally walking away from what you convinced yourself you had to tolerate. Because peace is profitable. And silence is strategy. Comment if you've recently felt something shifting, a need to walk away, even without full clarity. That inner signal might just be your biggest wealth protection. Life lesson from 29. Your destiny is not just shaped by what you say yes to, but also by what you finally say no to. Capricorn, not everything that shines is gold. And not everything gold is meant for your hands. The 29 teaches that precision is power. It's not how much you handle, but how intentionally you hold it that determines your wealth. When you trust your inner no, you protect space for your most aligned yes. Part 5, 64, The Architecture of Real Wealth. Capricorn, by the time this number appears, something in you has shifted permanently. You no longer chase abundance, you're ready to build it from the ground up. The number 64 enters when you've cleared the noise, trusted your intuition, and reclaimed your time. Now, it's time to anchor real value into the material world. Let's decode it. The 6 is responsibility, protection, service, domestic order, and care. The 4 is structure, foundation, patience, systems, and work ethic. Together, 64 is the energy of constructive power. It says, you've cleared the field. Now, pour the concrete. Make it last. Make it real. This number is all about tangible wealth. Not abstract affirmations. Not energetic potential. But money that you can count, use, and reinvest wisely. Here's what 64 asks. Are your finances structured enough to grow safely? Are your resources protected by systems, not just hope? Are you building something that outlasts motivation? Capricorn, this number doesn't care how hard you work. It cares how intelligently you manage what you've already earned. Because what you sustain is more important than what you start. And you, more than any sign, understand this truth. Wealth that's not organized is wealth that's leaking. The 64 speaks to monthly income you can rely on, clients or roles that feel steady and aligned, budgeting systems that reflect your long-term vision, investments that slowly multiply over time, and decisions that are driven by legacy, not short-term ego. This number teaches you how to hold, how to expand without rushing, how to let consistency do the heavy lifting. 64 is deeply connected to assets. It may show up when you're ready to own property, not just rent space. You begin to build a savings buffer, not just survive. You create a product, not just trade your hours. You build a system, not just react to tasks. Capricorn, when 64 enters, it's not about making money. It's about keeping it, multiplying it, and protecting it with wisdom. Let's be clear. Fast success without structure is just financial adrenaline. But structured success becomes generational wealth. And that's what this number wants for you. Not just to be rich, but to become someone who stewards wealth wisely. Here's how to activate this number practically. Audit your spending. Eliminate what's loud but useless. Review your systems. Automate what can be repeated. Choose durability over convenience in tools, contracts, habits. Shift from urgent to important and watch your wealth grow quietly. This number also encourages long-term thinking. Start your retirement planning. Get clear on your tax obligations. Choose clients who value you for the long run, not just quick deals. Build a rhythm where you don't have to be exhausted to earn. 64 is not dramatic. It's not emotional. It's not performative. It is the slow, calm rise of a mountain. And you, Capricorn, are that mountain. And here's the most important part. Consistency isn't boring. It's magnetic. The more reliable your systems become, the more money finds its way to you without resistance. And that's when something profound happens. You stop trading time for survival. You start exchanging value for impact. The 64 also reminds you, your space matters. Your tools matter. Your calendar is your currency. And your financial peace is not optional, it's part of your power. Comment if you're ready to treat your financial life like a sacred structure. Because what you respect expands. Life lesson from 64. Stability is not the opposite of growth. Stability is what makes growth possible. Capricorn, you were never meant to live chaotically chasing wealth. You were meant to design it piece by piece until it becomes unshakable. 64 teaches this truth. Real wealth is quiet. Real growth is intentional. And real power doesn't panic, it plans. Part 6. 95. The expansion that changes everything. Capricorn, you've been tested. You've aligned your energy. You've refined your systems. You've walked away from what drains you. You've built a foundation others can only dream of. Now, the final number arrives. And it doesn't ask you to repeat what you've already done. It asks you to evolve. That number is 95. And its energy is unlike any you've encountered so far. Where 108 aligned, 56 disciplined, 74 positioned, 29 refined, and 64 solidified. 95 expands. This is the number of evolutionary wealth. Wealth that comes not just from what you do, but from who you've become. Let's decode it. The 9 is the number of endings, wisdom, spiritual mastery, and karmic completion. It holds the maturity of everything you've lived, lost, learned, and outgrown. The 5 is the number of change, freedom, bold choices, and accelerated expansion. Together, 95 is the frequency of powerful endings that birth powerful new beginnings. It's the portal to a new financial identity. And this number doesn't just give you more money. It asks you, are you ready to live in a completely different financial reality? Because here's the truth. Many people want more abundance. Few are willing to leave behind the version of themselves that keeps sabotaging it. Capricorn, 95 arrives when you've outgrown the hard-working underdog identity. You no longer feel guilty for wanting more than enough. You realize wealth isn't a reward, it's your new responsibility. This number brings wealth that frees, not just sustains. Wealth that opens options, not just pays obligations. Wealth that changes how you think, choose, move, and live. But here and Apos, what makes 95 different. It doesn't show up until you're ready to stop playing small. Not in strategy, but in self-concept. This is the identity shift. It's the moment when you go from earning through effort to receiving through presence, seeking approval to trusting your wisdom, clinging to security to embracing your role as a creator of value. And that shift changes everything. Capricorn, you're not here to survive a system. You're here to design your own. The energy of 95 may look like a bold business decision that alters your income forever. A relocation, a rebrand, a new offer or industry that reflects your evolved self. A complete restructuring of how you make and use money in a way that aligns with deep freedom. This number is not subtle. It's not safe. It's sovereign. But it comes with a challenge. You must stop thinking like the old version of you. Because the money, opportunities, and influence coming in at this level require you to lead, expand, be visible, and own your power without apology. Here's how to activate it. Identify one old financial belief that no longer fits your future. Choose one decision you've delayed because it felt too big. Make one move today that reflects who you're becoming, not who you've been. And when you do, the 95 energy unlocks something rare. Abundance that flows with peace. Expansion that doesn't destroy you. Growth that actually feels good. You stop striving. You start receiving. You stop over-explaining. You start embodying. You stop managing survival. You start leading prosperity. Comment if you're ready to make that leap, to leave behind the version of yourself that was only built for enough. Because more is coming. And this time, it's staying. Life lesson from 95. The greatest wealth doesn't come from changing what you do. It comes from changing who you allow yourself to become. Capricorn, when you release the belief that money is hard to earn, money stops resisting you. When you stop dimming your light to be accepted, you attract only those who respect your power. 95 reminds you, freedom is not an accident. It's a vibration, and you are ready to hold it. Conclusion, you were meant to build more than a bank account, you were meant to build a legacy. Capricorn, you've just journeyed through 6 numbers. Not just numbers, but vibrations, lessons, and initiations. Each one opened a different part of your financial reality. 108 reminded you that wealth begins with alignment. 56 taught you that rhythm is stronger than rush. 74 positioned you to own your value without apology. 29 whispered that not everything deserves your energy. 64 showed you how real wealth is built, protected, and stabilized. And 95 activated the expansion you've secretly been preparing for all along. None of these numbers work as magic tricks. They work as mirrors, each one reflecting a truth you already knew, but maybe needed permission to act on. Now you have that permission. More than that, you have the framework. Capricorn, you were never meant to hustle endlessly for crumbs. You were meant to structure abundance into something sacred, to turn discipline into direction, to turn survival into sovereignty, to turn patterns into power. You are not just building wealth. You are becoming the kind of person who wealth respects. This is why your journey has taken longer, why you've been tested more, why the climb felt steeper. Because your path wasn't random. It was engineered for mastery. And now, the door is open. So, what's next? Not another cycle of doubt. Not more delay. What's next is a choice. To apply what you've learned. To elevate your standard. To build in a way that reflects who you've become. And trust me, the universe responds to those who are ready to lead. Comment below which number resonated most with you. Let it be your anchor, the one you choose to activate now. Because when you write it, you signal the shift. You declare, I am no longer waiting. I am receiving and building. And if this message felt true to your bones, if something deep within you said, this is mine, then don't walk away from this space. Subscribe to Zodiac Secrets Revealed. Because Capricorn, this is only the beginning of your legacy. And the next chapter requires you to be surrounded by truth, strategy, and sacred power. You and Apos, not alone anymore. You and Apos, in alignment. And the path forward is clear. Now go build the life that your future self will thank you for.